Now let's get a picture of the love of God. Let's get a picture of the love of Christ. We all know he went to Calvary, don't we? We all know that he went in our place. We all know that he took our place on the cross. But I don't think we understand what Jesus really went through when he was on the cross and hanging there, and blood was pouring from his side, and blood was pouring out of his brow, and his back was beaten until he was unrecognizable, hanging on the cross. But there on the cross, as the jeering mobs came around and they began to jeer at him, they began to mock him. If you be the Son of God, come down from the cross and save yourself. But Jesus hung there, and after a while he looked at the congregation that was down below. Stay with me now. He looked at the congregation that was down below him, and after a while he realized that what he was doing was the will and the plan and the purpose of God. One songwriter said he could have called 10,000 angels. Listen to me. I know if Jesus had cried out, I know God would have dispatched angels at his mercy. But it was God's divine will and God's divine purpose that Jesus hung on the cross. But what I want you to see with me this morning was that when Jesus hung there, realizing that all the sins of the world, all of the sins that you and I had ever committed, all of the bad things that we had ever done, Jesus hung there willingly, being the scapegoat, being the supreme sacrifice, hung there. And after a while, as the mobs were looking on, Jesus looked down, amen, with very little breath left in him, and he said this. He said, "Father, forgive them, for they know not what they do." What mercy, what love. Could you and I do that when somebody comes against us? Could we turn and say to them, "I forgive you"? Or would we turn and smite them? Or would we turn and jeer to them? Or would we turn to them and offer a remark like they have to us? But Jesus opened not his mouth. He was like a lamb that was led before the shears was dumb. There on the cross, he cried out, "Father, forgive them." Stunning that whole congregation, the mercy and the love and the grace of God that was given that day. Father, lay not this sin to their charge. They don't know what they're doing. Church, listen to me. We talk about love. Do we really understand what love is all about?